They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Pulls it in. It's Richardson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the tailback. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. The kick is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So Utah State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got...
Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Gets it out fast. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, give on the inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Perez.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. Good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on. Need to get something together with this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Coleman. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Quick release by the QB.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Drop. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After run, now throw. Caught over the middle. It's Perez. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's White. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Utah State will be forced to send out the bunt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Perez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Larson. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even got gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on third down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it. Finds his man. It's Kelly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds.
Touchdown, Utah State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Coleman. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes a fair catch. Couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Coleman. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the Oak. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a heat. Looking to take a shot. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
Utah State, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Got a man. It's McNeil. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. After the filthy move, he's got room. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Larson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll try to pound their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give on the inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. That's caught. It's Barres. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Utah State, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Gets the back moving. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Young. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. caught near the sticks. It's Perez. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling.
Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 30 to Mississippi State.
Under fire.
We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Coleman.
I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send... Touchdown, Notre Dame! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Coleman. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. 3rd down play from the gun. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.